Hey everyone, Connie here with an update. I'm gonna turn up the lighting though before we get started because it's really dark in here now. It's actually quite late, so I have to actually do this quickly though. Um, so I apologize if part of this ends up seeming rushed or whatnot. Also, again, I apologize for the lighting. It's dark already. It's late. I just was checking my PayPal again, as I have been, to check out the entire status of my dispute over the order and everything. Um, and I know when I was checking on PayPal, I noticed it's not showing up at all anymore. Like when I go to review your disputes, because that shows up on there and everything, it's not on there at all. Um, And so I went to my email, the one that's connected to my PayPal, right, to see if I got any notification, and I did. And they denied my case. And they basically, when you bring up a case with them, what you do is that you choose like, oh, what is this case about and stuff. And I was billed twice. I was charged twice for the same thing. And as I noted, that is what happened. Because there is the 1830 charge and then the 2330 charge, which, as I've talked about before. And the 1830 charge was taken out of my PayPal account. And then the 2330, part of it was taken out of the PayPal, what was left, and then the rest was taken out of my bank account, which led to the entire withdrawal issue and yada yada. But with this email, they are saying that they denied it because they found that I was only billed once. There was no duplicate transaction. And I think the big reason for that is because of the fact that the prices are different. Like the payment is from the same place. It's listed as Domino's 1139. And granted, the first one, the 1831, is still listed as pending, while the other one just went through. They're still the same transaction. I only ordered from Domino's once. I didn't order a second time. I only ordered once. And so basically they're telling me you're fucked out of luck. They're basically telling me that they don't fucking care and that I'm just out $23 basically. And that there's nothing I can do about it. And here's the thing. If at some point, because this dispute is gone and everything, if like one of the orders, like probably I guess the first one, because again, it still says it's pending, if that order were to somehow like end up not going through, and I get like that 1830 back or something, I'll be good with that. I would be good with that. But the thing is, I don't know that that's going to happen. I have no clue. And if I go to my bank account real quick, let me sign into this. If I go here, that money from the second transaction was still taken out. It still overdrew my account and took a big chunk out of the money that I received from my GoFundMe recently. Well, just yesterday. So there's a big chunk of that missing, like basically over $10. How much exactly, if I'm looking at this, like 14? I want to say somewhere right around there. But the point is that I'm out money from that I was really looking forward to. And again, this second transaction, it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do about it at this point? Like my bank, when I messaged them about it, they basically told me there's nothing they can do because of the type of deposit or the type of withdrawal it was or something like that. And it's like, okay, that's fine. It's mostly a PayPal thing, mostly with Domino's and shit. The bank is just kind of on the receiving end. They're not really at fault. So I, of course, disputed it with PayPal, and now they're telling me that I just don't have a case. And that's bullshit. The order is literally on there twice. Granted, granted, the order like date on them is 1 day apart because I ordered the pizza in the evening of September 11th of this past Wednesday, right? I ordered the pizza because that's when I got the money from this the Twitter promotion that this person runs called Trans Pizza. So she sent me the money because I won that promotion for the day, and it was $20. It went straight to my PayPal. She sent it to me. I bought the pizza, and I think the big issue, maybe it was because I used PayPal to buy the pizza instead of waiting, transferring it over to my bank account or something. Um, but it went through. It went through because the pizza was $18.30, and that was the first one, and it took it out of my PayPal account. But that order is still listed as pending. And the next day, the second charge went through for $23.20. And I think I know what the $5 thing with that is, because I gave a $5 tip in cash to the delivery driver because you tip your delivery drivers. That's what you do. He delivered the pizza. I gave him the $5 tip in cash. Now, mind you, delivery fee, tax, all of that was already handled with the $18.30 price. That was part of it. So the tip was extra. It was something specifically for him. I don't know why, but they somehow must have thought that was part of like they must have, I don't know how it even happens, but they somehow must have confused that or something as part of the order or something. I don't know. Because that's the only place I can imagine where that extra $5 would come from. But I gave him the cash, so why would they put it onto that as well? And the thing is, then, if that's the case, why wouldn't they just take the extra $5 that they already hadn't taken out? And it's just an extra $5, because I had that in my bank account at that point. I could have handled that. Why'd they have to do a second charge and take out, like, $23 in total from between the $170 that I still had in my PayPal and the rest from my bank account? Why'd they have to take that much? It makes honestly no sense. It's baffling. And I've been waiting because I got this money from my friend donated to my GoFundMe. She donated $100, which amazing, and I love that. I'm so thankful for her. She donated that, and obviously I knew I wasn't going to get the full 100 because GoFundMe takes a portion of that when they send it over. So I knew that, but they told me, oh, we're sending $96. But because of the overdrawn, I only get like not even 83 of it. It's just under 83. And it's like, I mean, that's still a lot, and I can still get some great stuff with that. Some great stuff to really help me with my transition, whether clothes, makeup, etc., etc. I've been looking on eBay for stuff, for example. And I'm excited for that. It's still a good amount of money, but at the same time, like, that is less than I was expecting, like $13 less, and that does make a difference with, again, what I was already planning on getting. And even so, even if it was only $5, it's still the principle of the thing. It's the fact that they took money out that shouldn't have been taken out. And I've been waiting to spend that money because I don't want to spend it until everything with this is taken care of. Until everything with this is done and over with. So nothing else happens. Because in order to use that on eBay, it's best to transfer that money over to PayPal. Because some buyers only use PayPal, some buyers won't accept payment from anywhere else. So I transfer it over to PayPal and then make the purchase. But before I want to do that, I want to make sure nothing else happens with my bank account, you know? So it's just irritating, this big old mess. And I mean, altogether, I'm out like 20 something dollars. Like 23.30. I'm out. Now, again, if that 1830 goes through, which I would hope if it does, it goes through in the morning. Now that that dispute is like gone, maybe the pending order will go through or not go through. Now, if that thing goes through and tries to take out more money, oh, I am going to be pissed because that is no, that's not acceptable. Um, but what does this mean for other stuff like reactions and stuff? Because I mentioned how um, I was putting reactions. I just like posted the video yesterday that I was putting all reactions on hold until I got this figured out because it was causing me way too much stress and way too much issue. I was just not able to concentrate fully on pretty much anything. And that's even still been the case today, even though I've not been as upset as right when it happened, And I'm not as upset as I was then. It's still been affecting me to the point where there's a lot of stuff I have not been able to bring myself to even watch because it's like I want to pay attention to that stuff and I'm just gonna be too my mind is just gonna be elsewhere. So but at least we have some progress on something. At least we have some kind of news. So I'll keep you guys up to date. But what this means is that as of now, I'm going to still hold off on reactions until I find out what's going on with this, hopefully tomorrow morning. Just, I want to find out what's going on with this pending order, if it's going to try to take anything more out, or if it's just going to go away and if I'm somehow going to get the money I lost back. Because otherwise, I'm just like really upset by all of this. And I think the only other choice I'd have at this point is to actually try to call PayPal and talk with someone about it. Try to get them to figure it out. Because, again, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. But once this all gets figured out, we'll definitely continue reactions. And hopefully that's sooner than later. I'm again, if nothing else I think if nothing else progresses by tomorrow morning, like if there's nothing at all that happens, like the stuff on PayPal, like the pending charge, the first charge is like canceled or something. Um, if that charge is canceled or whatever, if I get my money, even if I don't get my money back, even if everything just is like done, if at that point I know that's so, I will let you know. And if it is figured out by tomorrow morning, then I'll probably be able to get to reactions tomorrow. Because again, it'll be done and over with. But right now, we're kind of like in the last legs of it, but I still need to figure out what's going on with this last bit. I still need to get this last piece of it handled before I can get back to reactions. And hopefully, it's, again, done in the morning. That would be the just best, most ideal option here. Um, but I did want to update you guys because I just saw this. I just saw this like right before I started recording this. And even though I knew I had like little time before my dad probably gets home, or at least my brother, which it's about 8:30 now, so they could probably be home anytime. Um, I had to say something. So hopefully this is figured out. Even if I don't get the money back again, as long as it's just fucking done, as long as it's just over, then, whatever. I just want it to be done. I just want to move on. I want to be able to move on. But I would obviously like my money back if that ends up being possible. And if it does, awesome. That'll be fantastic. Um, but yeah, I'll keep you up to date with anything more that happens. Um, and I will say, I do really apologize for all of this. I mean, just having to take off again. I mean, you guys have noted in the past, it's kind of a theme with the channel, having to take off of reactions, having to like take off days and all. I really apologize for that being a theme with the channel, but especially for this, it's just, I hate doing this kind of stuff, and I really want to get you guys these reactions because you guys are enjoying them, and I'm enjoying them. But that's the thing, I want to enjoy them, and I don't think I would be able to with this much stress and this much on my mind and constantly checking PayPal and my emails and my bank account. So yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you for understanding, and for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.